Now coming to the another type of force, that is force of friction or friction. As you observe in the picture, when you roll a ball on a ground, what happens? It invariably stops after some time. If you pedal a bicycle on a level road, you observe that its speed decreases gradually. Does the change in the speed of a ball and bicycle depend on roughness and smoothness of the surface on which they move? Try to roll a ball on different surfaces like carpet, rough roads, smooth surfaces, etc. The motion of the ball is different in each case. The force of resistance to the motion seems to be more on the rough surface than on the smooth surface. The rolling ball moves farther on smooth surface than on a rough sandy surface. As you see in the picture, speed of a ball increases on a level surface. Let me illustrate some other activity where you can observe the motion of objects on an inclined plane. Take a tray, place a small ice cube, eraser and a rubber coin on a line at one end of a tray. Now slowly lift the one end of a tray. Now observe the movement of these three objects. You will observe that ice cube will roll fast, then comes coin, then comes the eraser. Have you ever experienced slipping on a floor? What conditions cause you to slip? Do you experience slipping while you are walking on a wet mud? Why do most road accidents happen during rainy days? Possible to drive a car if there were no friction between the tires and the road? Let us imagine a world without friction. Can we walk on a road without friction? Would it be possible to write with a pen or a paper or with a piece of chalk on a blackboard? We are going to discuss about this friction in the next chapter. If you observe in the picture, the direction of friction is always opposite to the direction of motion relative to the surface. Now I'm going to define what is friction. Friction is the resistance to the movement of a body over the surface of another body. Now coming to non-contact forces. First one is magnetic force. In the lower classes, we see that like poles of two magnets repel each other and unlike poles of a magnet attract each other. Whereas you observe that like poles of a magnet repel or push each other, whereas unlike poles of a magnet attract or pull each other. This action of pull or push arises due to magnetic force. A magnet can attract or repel another magnet without contact. So magnetic force is a field force. Now I am going to define what is magnetic force. It is the force that attracts certain metal objects towards the magnet. Now coming to the next type of force, that is electrostatic force. Take a balloon, inflate it and tie up the open end. Now cut a paper into small pieces and place them on the floor. Rub the balloon with the paper and bring the balloon near the pieces of paper. What happens now? When we say that when the balloon is rubbed with the paper, it acquires an electrostatic charge on its surface. The balloon is now said to be charged body. When it is brought near the bits of paper, the pieces acquire opposite charges and they rise and cling to the balloon. Here, by observing this activity, we can say that force exerted by a charged body and another charged body is known as electrostatic force. Now coming to the next type, that is gravitational force. In our common experience that if a pen slips off from our hands, it falls down to the floor. When an object is thrown upwards, there exists a force which pulls it downwards towards the earth. Because of this, it falls down to the ground. We call this force as a gravitational force. Every object on the earth or close to the earth will experience a gravitational pull. The force of gravity is not just due to the attraction of the earth, it is the force of the attraction that exists between two bodies everywhere in the universe. Earth is so massive and huge, all the other objects close to the earth are attracted or pulled towards it. When you sit in your classroom, there will be a gravitational force between you and your teacher, and a similar force exists between you and the blackboard. You cannot experience the gravitational force that exists between you and your teacher or between you and your blackboard, or because as it is very small when compared to the gravitational force exerted by the earth on these objects. So I am going to define what is gravitational force. It is a force of attraction that exists between any two massive bodies everywhere in the universe.